Gambling on change. What's the appetite for a real casino in Newport?
NBC 10's Tony Gugliotta gauges reaction to another bid for table games at Newport Grand. Tony?
Allison G. and the City Council will vote tonight on whether or not to push forward a ballot question to allow table games as part of a planned expansion. Big plans may be in the works for Newport Grand Slots Parlor if the City Council votes favorably Wednesday night.
It's the first step in Newport up until the point that the voters will actually vote on it if it gets passed tonight.
Mayor Harry Winthrop says it's important to let the citizens make decisions of this magnitude, but he certainly supports an economic boost to the local community.
One of the tenets of our strategic plan is economic development, and economic development it comes in many different forms, and this is a form.
And it can't come soon enough for the city, and more specifically, that business. The mayor tells me that revenue and employment levels have fallen at Newport Grand since 2010. Residents agree that an economic boost is needed.
I think the fact that if they do expand and they end up bringing those tables, I think it's going to bring in, well, more jobs, of course, and it'll be more revenue for the entire Newport. And I think there's a win-win situation.
Despite the obvious beauty Newport has to offer with waterfront property and everything that comes with it, the mayor and residents we spoke to say they'd like to see the casino, even if it expands, stay in the location it currently is.
I would definitely rather it stay in that building. And I think I'd be more for it if it stayed in that building and we were assured that it was going to always be in that building.
Those questions will be answered by former Providence Mayor Joe Paolino and his team of developers. If the vote passes tonight, the next step in the process is educating the public on the pros and cons of expansion and letting the public vote.
We're not endorsing gambling. That's going to be up to the developer to convince the residents of Newport that it's the right thing for Newport, that it's the right fit, and that there's going to be a benefit. All we're doing is giving them the opportunity to make that decision.
Now, Paolino and his development team plan to put $40 million into expanding the venue and say that they are not asking for any public funding. Live in the newsroom tonight, Tony Gugliotta, NBC 10 News.